999 is like an ending, and you have to anticipate that something in your life is going to end.
So I used to have a friend.
Wait, is your friend alive or?
For now. 999.
Yeah, it's like 999, my life is ending.
Oh no! Hi, I'm Eileen.
Hi, I'm Ermi.
And welcome to the other realm. So why feathers? Because today we are talking about angel numbers. So what are angel numbers and why feathers?
Angel numbers are basically, as the name explains, numbers that come from the angels. And usually we take it as a sign from the universe or from our spirit guides and guardian angels and angels that watch over us to give us certain messages or affirmations. Sometimes it's in answer to certain questions that we have. Sometimes it's like generally telling us what direction we should actually go. Okay, so why feathers? Because feathers are usually a sign that the angels are with you. Although usually it's not peacock feathers. It's like the normal, you know, the long shape like feathers.
Okay. But if
And
I
they're
purposely go and see one, can?
How you purposely go and see one?
I don't know.
Like you pluck the feather of a chicken. Okay, then it's like you're trying to force the angel to be with you. So angel numbers are actually very interesting because they can be any numeric series. Normally, they are repetitive numbers. And most people see angel numbers as numbers of 3 or numbers of 4, sometimes even like more. So for example, common angel numbers is 333, 444, 111, 222. And they represent certain sort of meaning. So for example, 111 or 1111 is usually used to tell you that there is new ideas coming up in your energy, and maybe there's a burst of like creativity, new beginnings.
What is the difference between the 3 numbers and the 4 numbers?
If you have 3 numbers, it's like a medium like shout out. If you have 4 numbers, it's like a bigger impact like shout out like to you. Yeah. And also it depends on the frequency that you see the numbers.
Okay.
So for example, if everywhere you turn you're saying 333 or 33333, then you better like take note, and then it's a very strong message.
So I used to have a friend. Not that I used to have that friend, but I have a friend.
Wait, is your friend alive or?
Still alive.
Okay.
For now. She said she see 111 everywhere, and she's been seeing it for about like 2 weeks.
Well, you think of it as like your mother nagging at you for something.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you decide, are you going to take action or not? Okay. Then it might mean that you are procrastinating, or you might actually be lacking courage to do what is like necessary.
So your new beginnings has not begun. Okay, so on the website, right, that I'm on, right, there are literally like so many numbers that you can, you know, go and buy 4D with. But we are only focusing on the repeated numbers. But here they have everything like 3172, 3202, 3213. Does everything really mean something?
I'm sure it does.
Okay.
But there is also the danger of over-reading into things and also over-complicating things.
Yeah.
Okay, however, it is possible to have an easy reference. So instead of going to a website, actually if you have an Android phone, there is a free app called Angel Numbers. And it is split up into different like numbers. So for example, if you saw like 191,
and then they play an ad.
yeah, they play an ad in order to like try and make
earn
you
money.
So if you keep seeing 191, it just say your positive thoughts are opening doors to fruition of your dream career and divine life purpose. But I do suspect that a lot of it is actually based on channel information, so it might actually differ from healer to healer.
So now it's 7:47 p.m. So let's look at 747. Okay, hey, the angel says, keep up the great work. Keep your thoughts positive and focused as they have wonderful effects in your life.
So mine just says the angels are telling you to soar high in the direction of your dreams.
Oh, same but different?
Similar for beginners. It's actually easier if you understand the significance of 1 to 9. So for example, we always say 1 is usually about new beginnings, like the seeds of the ideas. Okay. 2 usually says that the seeds of your, or 222 usually says that the seeds of your ideas are like sort of like growing. Okay. 333 is usually a yes from like your angels.
Okay.
Might not necessarily just be angels, but also could be ascended masters or other spirit guides.
Oh.
And it's affirming that they are with you.
Okay.
And yes, you can go ahead and do what is it that you need like to do. 444 is kind of an assurance kind of number. If you have doubts or you have fear going this path, don't worry. You know, things like they are with you.
Okay.
But not necessarily like a very strong resounding like yes, there will be no problem.
Oh.
So it's kind of like there may be some challenges, but we're
Got problems,
with you, you
but
can,
it's okay.
555 is an interesting number because we sometimes say 555 is the goddess-like number, like empowerment and empowering yourself so that you can like move like forward in a more spiritual path. Some people look at 555 as like a call to start to look at their spirituality and to embark on a spiritual path.
Oh.
Yeah, and then 666 is usually about service.
Not the devil?
No, because the number 6 is actually a service number. So 666 can sometimes be telling you that you are that you need to be doing something or you need to be giving something or contributing.
Yes, don't strip everything and become a monk.
And for some people, like if you have money worries,
Oh.
666 is actually telling you like not to be too worried about abundance and not to have the scarcity consciousness, you know, and because all you need to do is to send your intention out like to the angels and call out to them and ask them for help, and then they will come to help you.
We are left with 3 more numbers, 7, 8, and 9. Apparently 0 is not a thing.
0, some people have said that, okay, so like in the app that I have, 0 actually they say that kind of a harmony
Oh.
of because like 0 is like a harmony and infinity, you're constantly going in like a cycle, and it could be a sign that the universe is trying to connect with you.
Oh.
So you need to like pay attention. Then 777 is usually an indication that you're on the right path.
Oh, okay.
And especially if you're in the spiritual path, this is telling you that the universe and the divine is like supporting you, and there are doors of opportunity opening for you.
And then 8 and 9, last 2.
So 8, a lot of people actually feel like 8 signifies abundance and prosperity.
Cause what pa?
So in like angel numbers, it is somewhat true because they look at 8 as the loop of infinity. You know, it looks like the infinity symbol, but
Yeah.
upright, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes like people say that 888 can indicate sort of like change, but it can also indicate the coming in of sort of like prosperity and an infinite flow of like opportunities, money, ideas, and whatever it is that like you require for like your life purpose. So 999 usually signifies that some change is coming, which is an ending. So just like 1 is a beginning, 999 is like an ending, and you have to anticipate that something in your life is going to end.
Is that why the police uses it? 999.
Yeah, it's like, no, my life is ending. Sometimes if you're on your spiritual path and you're at the end of like a particular cycle, you might see 999 like as well, and then it would indicate to you that okay, don't be afraid. There is some ending happening, but it's not a big deal because soon you'll see 111 again.
And then the cycle continues.
Yeah, and then the cycle continues.
Okay, so that's it for angel numbers. We wish you a life full of beautiful angel numbers and that you may recognize them. And we'll see you next time. Subscribe to us. 11111111.